Hey guys, welcome, welcome, welcome. Good morning. Welcome to the Clarity Hotline, the live question and answer show to help you get clear. And we're kicking off spring with our 21 question marathon to spring clean the mind. So it's very exciting. And guess what? Today is question number 21. So we went through, starting last week, went through at least, one to two questions a day to make it to our 21 question goal. And this is because a flood of questions came in after we launched the Clarity Hotline a couple weeks ago. And I wanted to get to all of them because action takers get rewarded. So I just wanted to make sure that I addressed them as soon as I could. You know, once I saw all the interest and all the excitement around, like, oh, clarity, let's get it. I'm all for that. So, and then more questions have been coming in, some that I'm going to put into the queue, and some I'll just reference, like videos that I've done that you guys would benefit from based on your questions. So if you have not submitted a question to the Clarity Hotline, I will tell you how to do that. And I'll get your question live on the air. It'll just make it into the queue and we'll answer them. We'll just kick them off like one by one as we go live moving forward after today's finale, the grand finale, the 21 question marathon grand finale. Exciting. I'm Yvette, author, speaker, and clarity coach over at declutterist.com. And I'm so excited you're here with me. This is going to be really good. What I'm trying to do is share this video onto my other pages. So let's see if I could do that. And while we're doing that, let's talk about what clarity is. You know, why are we after clarity anyway? Clarity is the ultimate sense of enlightenment. So we want that, right? At Maslow's hierarchy of needs, at the top is self-actualization. That's us knowing ourselves, who we are, what we are, where we are, when we are, how we are, and standing in our truth and not wavering in self-doubt and self-sabotage and self-loathing and all the things that come with that territory. And that is all just clutter, right? So clarity is the absence of clutter. So we want to get to clarity in our minds. So that's why we're decluttering the mind. And we want to get to our ultimate sense of enlightenment, our state of knowing and being in awareness. So let's get as many people on here as we can. Hi guys. Hi Nora. Hi Jay. Thanks for coming. Yeah, so yesterday we had technical difficulties and everything, but today's looking okay. Let's keep the hope alive. But here we go. I'm good here. Yay, we did it. But anyway, thank you guys for coming on. And then when you have a question, just shoot it in the chat and let me know you're here. Say hello. I love all the hearts, the love, the thumbs up, the comments. Please keep them coming. If I don't see them live, just know that I'll get back to the comments afterward. Because sometimes with the live streaming, I think there's some issues with chat coming through. Who knows? I don't know. But all right, let's get moving forward. So you've had 21 questions so far that we've dove into about so many topics: minimalism, staying consistent and motivated on a routine, which was a big one, a popular one, how to be productive, money debt or money clutter, which is debt and just other money blocks, creative blocks. We've talked about soulmates, love, finding the one. We talked about how to get your family on board to help you declutter the house so you're not the only one doing everything. We talked about a lot. So there's, they're up for you to enjoy. So definitely watch them. And hopefully something strikes a chord and gets you clear on a question maybe you have. But if I haven't answered it live, then submit it in the Clarity Hotline form, and then that way we can get it onto a future show. All right? Okay, I think that's enough housekeeping items, right? Let's get on to the questions. But first, we have to talk about the foundation to the answers. So all these questions have really been answered by the steps of the code, the Declutter Code. So this is my book, The Declutter Code, 10 Simple Steps to Clarity. If you don't already have your copy, I will send it to you free. Just tell me where to ship it. And that's the exciting thing. A lot of you are getting the book and getting clear and seeing that this is step one of decluttering your entire life. So whatever holds you back, whatever is around you, cluttering your space, all that can be cleared starting from the inside out. And the book is all about that. It's how I've dealt with stress and anxiety. It's the steps I use to stay calm, cool, and collected, and clear, and peaceful, and joyful in really, making heaven on earth. That's clarity, right? It's seeing heaven on earth. It's seeing the beauty in things. It's seeing the love in everyone, and having just love pour out of you, and not feel like you're being depleted, because there's just this ever-flowing river of love coming from inside of you out that doesn't ever diminish. It doesn't ever stop. It keeps flowing. You just need to keep tapping in. And when we stop tapping in, that's when it feels like I'm lost, I'm clueless, I'm hopeless, I'm confused and irritated, frustrated, sad, judgmental, critical, self-critical. All those things. Jealous. Hi guys, thanks for coming on. Brandon, hi. But anyway, if you don't have this book, I will tell you how to get it free. But anyway, the foundation of the Clarity Hotline is in here. I love all the hearts. Hi guys. So anywho, let's move into the question. Well, let's start with, yes, you guys do need to read the book. I'll tell you how to get it free. I'll put the link here in the show notes in the post afterward. But let's start with the first step of the code, which is to slow down. Okay, so let's start the show by slowing down. So wherever you're coming from, wherever you're going to, maybe you're getting off work, maybe you're going to work, maybe you have the day off and you're not doing anything and you just kind of are leisurely scrolling Facebook right now, in the morning or wherever you're watching this. Well, this is your chance to slow down. So take a big deep breath with me and exhale and just enjoy the moment. Be here with me right now. I'm excited to be here with you guys. So let's get into the 21st question of the 21 question marathon. Ready? Hi guys. Hi Lorena. Thanks for coming on. All right, if you guys have questions around this same topic, let me know. This is from Angie, and Angie writes, "What's wrong with me? I always think if only I could have a house one day. If I could only go on a vacation, then I'll be happy. If only I can buy a house," or whatever and she goes on and on. We'll stop you there. But thank you, Angie. This is good. First of all, nothing's wrong with you. And you have the kind of this what if syndrome, right? If only I could have a husband. So we get it. We all have we fall into the comparison trap of like, well, everyone, they're doing that and they look happy. Well, then I need that. And then you just kind of cling to all these what if scenarios as if that's the cure for you. Like that's the way out of whatever state you're in. And the reason you feel like you're in that state of like, well, if only, and where I am right now sucks and it's not enough, is because you're looking on the outside. And it's kind of this grass is greener syndrome. And we're just, looking to the outside for validation and encouragement and approval. And we're looking for those pioneers to lead us because we lack direction and focus and clarity and certainty about, okay, this is my next step. This is my next step forward. So when we lack that, then we look elsewhere and we're outside of ourselves, just kind of like chasing the wind and chasing other people and looking for leaders, somebody to tell us what to do. That's where you are right now. And depending on your environment, you're really impacted and influenced by whatever everyone else is doing. when you haven't done the internal work to be secure in where you are and where you're going and what you're doing and how you're being. So Angie, I invite you to work all the steps of the code 1 through 10, starting with step 1, all the way to sleep. So that is the code cocktail for you. And that's because when you're looking on the outside, and you're thinking like, that's all going to be my solution, then you haven't really looked inside enough. So the code is really going to take that deep dive in, and you're saying, what's wrong with me? That's also just that self-loathing, that self-deprecation, and, just really not very nice with, where's the compassion? Where's the applause for where you are now and what you've accomplished? Where's that? In the book, we talk about a gratitude log, and the energy of gratitude really helps you get into the mode of looking at what you already have attained, what you've already acquired for yourself. Whatever you're looking at. It doesn't have to be material possessions, but in strength of character and in joy and happiness is in little wins along the way. What about that? And what about the people around you who love you and just wrap you in unconditional love? And when you experience that, what does that feel like? And can you be grateful for those moments? And laughter, every time somebody makes you laugh, can you be grateful for those moments? And it's just about kind of knowing and feeding into this internal deposit to bank account, and making those deposits of self-love in yourself, so that you have this this well to pull from when you're feeling like comparison. And then you get to remind yourself that, well, the grass isn't greener over there. The grass is greener here too. It's greener everywhere, wherever you water it. And I'm going to water my grass first. And I'm going to look to see what I can do in this moment that could make it the biggest, best moment ever. Hi guys, thanks for coming on. Good to see your names and some of your faces. Yeah, and so the what if syndrome, the comparison trap, the wishing syndrome, like whatever you want to call it, you're just looking outward because you feel lost. And so Angie, I invite you to take a journey inside and use the internal compass that you have, that we talk about in the book. The internal compass that you have is always right. So there's nothing wrong with you. You just forgot that you have the way. You forgot that you have the path really laid out in front of you. It's kind of like, it's just foggy right now. And so you can't really see anything. And so while you want to see way down the road, your headlights are only going to show you a little bit in the fog. And you're looking directly into the fog, when maybe you should look down a little bit and kind of look down at the road and see your headlights in that immediate kind of perception field, and have that grow from there. It's kind of this, okay, close to your chest. Keep your attention close to your chest right now. Where can you take some time for yourself to slow down, move through the steps, get still, get silent, move through the steps. Those are the foundational 3 of the Declutter Code. And I've really been recommending everyone do steps 1 through 3, because that's really how we kind of look inside, and we stop looking outside, and we kind of just, okay, let me look right here. What's going on right here? And we talked yesterday about taking responsibility for you in the world and what you want. And that's responding to the situation, responding to the moment and the experience you're having with more magnetic energy for what you do want. And gratitude is a magnet for more gratitude. Love is a magnet for more love. Excitement is a magnet for more excitement. And those energies, when you're just putting that out because that's who you're being, then you're attracting those things back to you. And so walking in that and being deliberate about, you know what? This morning, after the Clarity Hotline just motivated me, got me going. I'm going to do my meditation, or I'm going to sit in silence with myself and just, all right, let's just be. What's going on for today? What do we want to? How do we want to show up? What do we want it to look like? And set that intention. I'm going to go into today with just being love and being bold and brave, going after what I want. And some people have this thing where, want is bad. No, desire is clarity. When you're clearly desiring something, that's clarity. Now, feeling the lack thereof, right, and in your wanting is not wanting, that's lacking. So there's a difference. So lacking is the nature that feels like we're stuck. That's the opposite of clarity. That's clutter. So lack, limited thinking, feeling confined, suffocating, struggling, feeling like, I can't ever get free. That's clutter. That's clutter in the way of your freedom. That's clutter blinding you to what you have. So that's why we have to take a step back. We have to look and say, okay, how am I showing up? Because I'm clear, if I'm leading with lack, then I'm going to get more lack. I'm going to see more of what I don't have. I'm going to wonder if when I have that house, will everything change? And if I can go on that vacation and get some time off, will everything change? You can have a vacation every day. You could walk into it like you can walk into work like you're walking on a resort, a property, and just like walking into your room and thinking, oh my gosh, this is everything. This is bliss. This is, because of your perspective. And that's all it is shifting that perspective and looking at it in a way that's going to really empower you and empower the moment. So that's what we want to do. Because if we're kind of pointing the finger outside and saying, what does everyone else have? And, what do they have that I want, that because I don't have it now, it sucks for me right now. That's obviously disempowering, right? How can we spin that around and say, oh, I wouldn't mind that. That to me, in my clarity of seeing right now and seeing like, oh, that she has a great house and she's really happy. I wonder what else makes her happy. And and I'm really happy for her. And I want to just tell her congratulations on the house and, extend my, just my celebration with her and join her for the housewarming party and get a great gift, because those types of things, a cheerful congratulator is one who will be congratulated. And so it's just this reciprocity of energy, right? And so if we're not grudging that house purchase because we don't have a house yet, then we get to be grateful for those types of things, that they exist. Wow, she got a house. We all can have a house. I can get a house, as soon as I start to save and talk to a lender and a realtor and say, okay, I'm ready. This is my next move. I want to buy a house, and I start to take the action steps toward it. But that is desire, right? Being able to see, okay, well, this I want, this I don't want. This would serve me, this doesn't serve me. And saying, this is what I desire to see today, and walking out there like you own it. You already have it. You have everything you desire. It's there for the taking. It's just a matter of, are you going to grab it, or are you going to just kind of look at it and wish you had it? It's like sitting right there. And the more we just kind of sit and look at it and wish and hope and sit in the comparison trap and the wishing and the what if syndromes, if we keep doing that, then we're going to just keep, it's like an optical illusion. It's like further and further away from us, but it's right there for you to have when you choose to have it. So that's desire, that's clarity. The other way is denial. Denying that you can have it, denying that you can be like her, denying that you can have happiness now without the house, or, that's lack. So denial is also clutter. So these things we want to, hi guys, hi Molly Kid. Yeah, these are the this is cute. I love all your guys' comments. It's making me happy, and that you're talking to each other. Keep it up. But yes, I too, Angie, I feel you, because I was there, especially in college. I always tell the story where, I would call my mom like every day my freshman year of college with some worry story, into my sophomore year, which I had a huge panic attack, blacked out, fell on the floor, woke up like, where am I? And my roommate's about to call the ambulance, like bent over me, like, Yvette, wake up, like, what's, and I blacked out from a panic attack. because stress and anxiety got the better of me because I was convinced I was validated by grades and whether I got into the business school at USC and whether I graduated to get a great job. This degree defined me and where I was going to go in life and who was going to accept me and how much money I was going to make. This degree was all that. I had to get it right. I had to get into the business school. I had to get good grades to get accepted into the business school. I had all these math classes. I hate math. I suck at math. Oh my God. Boom. Blacked out, studying statistics and, trying to pull an all-nighter, whatever I was doing back in those days. And I had to figure out what to do. And this is where these 10 steps come from, is my own journey out of anxiety into peace, into clarity, out of cluttered, chaotic desks and relationships and, digital clutter, paper clutter, all that stuff in my head, thinking I was less than, and, that this defined me, school and that type of thing, thinking, that was my reality. And then, of course, I panicked and blacked out. Of course, I got there because I chose to be there. I was walking the path in this tightrope of just like, I can't breathe. I was calling my mom every day, some new worry. I got a C in class. I got, I have a tutor. It's not helping, whatever was the story. My boyfriend broke up with me and whatever. It was everything. And that was me. And the new me doesn't even recognize that old me because of, I got out of that. I got out of the what if syndrome, the comparison syndrome, and just thinking that everything is outside of me. So it's therefore, not within my control. So then I can't control anything, right? But once you realize this is where your power is. This is what you control. My attitude, my outlook, my speech, my ears, what goes in, as much as I can, turn off the noise that just makes me sad, that reminds me of maybe everything I don't have yet that I'm working toward, whatever it is. I can control that. I can control this vessel here. And so when you're looking outside, you can't control that. So let's look at what we can take responsibility for, truly and wholly, right? Not just our dogs and our kids, and we think we have that responsibility, but that's, something that we put on ourselves that's really, again, outside of our control. So as much as we can, we just show up in our own responsibility to be the light and the love and the change we wish to see in the world, and we get to be that. We get to show up and stand up strong in that. So that's where you're going to get the power, and working the code to get into your power again, to regain that clarity that gives you that sense of empowerment and confidence to walk forward and go after the house, go after the vacation, request the promotion, whatever that is. But even when you do that inner work, you'll have the clarity enough to know that, oh, okay, well, it's not the vacation I need right now. It's this. It's, not the house I need right now. I need to move the country. I need to move out of where I'm living now, whatever. It's kind of this disgruntled feeling too. Sometimes it's kind of like, well, I'm just bored. And then I look to everything else and I just want that because I'm just bored. And I don't know what else to do but want what other people have, because doesn't boredom mean that like my life's not okay? That what I have isn't enough? Isn't that what boredom means? Well, getting clear will tell you what's up. Will tell you why you're trying to run away from the present moment. And that's what you want to find out. Don't run away. Be here now. Enjoy your own company. But when I got through that mess that I was creating for myself back in college, just to kind of finish out that story, and I had my silent moments, more of them, and I took my walks in the park and connected with nature, and had moments in the morning to just breathe and be before I touched any textbook, before I walked into any classroom, before I even talked to my roommates. Had my moment to myself. set the tone, closed out my day more peacefully, not just cramming, and then, hitting the pillow, but like having some time to step back from the work and the information overload and the numbers running around in my head and all these expectations I was placing on myself, all that stuff. I got to have some distance between my good night's rest and that chaos. And the more I experienced the absence of that chaos, it was like, okay, I could do this. This is easy. Then I started yoga, which is a recommendation for step 1, slowing down. Yoga is great to slow down and start to look at, wow, how does my mind affect my behavior? The minute I think something negative, watch my body shut down. I lose my balance. I lose the confidence in my posture, and so I fall. Or I injure myself because I didn't trust the movement of my body, that it would know that it's worked this posture and pose every day. Why would I trust it now? Because some thought came into my mind and then all my trust left me. And then my yoga practice suffers because I'm in my head about, whatever crap, letting it clutter my experience. Let it clutter the present moment, this fear about the future, this regret about the past. And that's why yoga teaches us, like, be here on the mat. All right, take this hour and a half to just be here right now and explore what's here for you right now. What's here when you connect mind with body and see what happens, and move through your own fears and frustrations about what you can and can't do in yoga, right? Like what your body can and can't do. Yeah, I know, it's great. Hi Liz, hi Jay. So I love that. Like, people are taking the time this morning to be on with me live, and hopefully this is part of your morning ritual, making it like, all right, I'm going to take some clarity time. I personally loved in my morning ritual, I have some time, segmented time. I block it out. It's kind of incremental. And at this point in the morning, I take some time to look at something inspirational, read something inspiring and motivating, something that's going to lift me up and not deplete me of energy, not just suck the life out of me when I got to take care of this. We got to take care of us. And if we're not doing that, then we're just focused on the outside. This is part of the gym, right? This is the mental gym. And we've got to make sure we're giving this some TLC and spending some time with ourselves, and not just, clinging to everything else for, outside of ourselves to make us feel like we're lovable and worth it and deserving of anything, whatever you're seeking at the time, whatever you're clinging to and hoarding and collecting. All that stuff is just us trying to build this wall of protection around our ego, and in hopes of, never feeling like we're less than and inferior and not lovable. It's all just a game. We're all just building illusions around ourselves to protect us from feeling sad. So how about feel everything, but then have that time to just, all right, tap back in and center and ground and know. That's another one of my favorite quotes from the Bible. Be still and know. Know. Just know that you have divinity running through your veins, and you are powerful in this moment. So Angie, I encourage you to remember that you're powerful. Nothing's wrong with you. You're perfect. So just remember it, and do the work to remind yourself every single day. Okay? Oh, funny you talk about morning and evening rituals. My new one is spending quality time with our new puppy. What's the name, Molly Kid? What's the puppy's name? I always need to I need to picture it and then be able to call it by name in my head and feel it fuzzy around my neck and cuddly. It's like having a little therapist by your side and giving you peace in your mind when we enjoy each other. Oh my gosh. Absolutely true. Dogs vibrate at the energy of love. And they're just love. That's why they're such people pleasers, right? Especially my dog, Bailey, miniature pinscher, 18 pounds, black and tan, beautiful, pedigree. Oh, Wilson, Molly Kid, how cute. Wilson. Oh, that's cute. But yeah, just Bailey just like, yes, what else? Okay, I can do anything. Roll over. Okay, sit. Huh? Paw? Okay. You know, all these things, and she's just like excited to be like, have attention, and she's just love. And, you know, something bad could happen. Some noise outside scares her, and then she shakes it off, and then she's love again. And she's just happy and bouncy, and dogs vibrate at love. And so, yeah, when we can just enjoy some time with our dogs, it's the best. It's kind of like, ooh, got a little boost of love. And babies too are just like love, balls of love. Hi, Colin. Thanks for coming on. But yeah, we're actually at our time. I love that you guys are here. We went through a lot in this 21 question marathon, and hope you guys still have time to go back and look at all the videos and see if any of those questions are your questions, and see if you can get that clarity. But this is really your foundation. So I was just pulling from here, you know, every answer to every question, pulling from here. And Angie, I recommended steps 1 through 10 for you. Anyone else who's kind of feeling like, well, what's wrong with me? And why can't I this? And what if that? And kind of just cling to everything outside yourself instead of kind of nurturing what's in here. This will help you have that. This will help you have that morning ritual, Molly Kid, that we were talking about. You know, this will help you create it, because we even talk about it in here. Setting up your morning to set the day, the tone of the day, all that. I'm going to tell you how to get the book for free. I'm going to put it in the show notes. Okay, consider it my gift to you for being on this hotline with me live or watching the replay, whatever, it's all good. And just use the link and get the book for free. Just tell me where to send it. I'll happily send it to you, my gift. But thank you guys for watching. We're going to move forward from here and have the hotline. I'm not sure the schedule just yet, so you will know. Just follow the page and you'll know when the next one will be. And it'll be live, and we'll take questions that I've been getting tons of questions even beyond these 21. So just know that they're all queued up. Okay. And so as they come in, we'll have more questions to answer. So I'm excited. Keep it up, guys. Keep up that TLC, that mental love, and, you know, breathe it in, breathe in the moment, be as present as you can. And remember, just like in yoga, be on the mat. Hone that peace from your morning ritual, from your yoga time on the mat, whatever that walk in nature, hone that peace so that you can carry it with you throughout your day. Get really good at peace and love and clarity. And this is the practice. This is the practice, right? Having that clarity feels so good. It's self-actualizing. It's enlightenment. And that's when we're the most empowered to go about this life on the planet and enjoy it and make heaven on earth. That's what we want, right? Angie, that's what you want. That's what you're after. That's what this is about. So this game, this experiment on the planet is about making peaceful moments, not falling out of balance in your tree pose on your mat because you're thinking about, oh, what do I have to do tomorrow, and can I do it, and I'm fearful, and I'm gonna just fall flat on my face and suck, and everyone's gonna laugh at me, and then I fall over, I can't keep my balance. Or I'm regretting the past, and that was so stupid of me, why did I say that, you're an idiot, what's wrong with you? And then you're not even in the class anymore, you're not even in your yoga practice anymore. Use that as the example. Remember, oh wait, my grounding, my center is peace. This doesn't feel peaceful. Okay, so use that. But I'm excited to answer more questions. Thank you guys for being on live with me. Mwah, mwah, mwah. I will see you next time. Peace.